Good morning, Kingsley. Today is Monday, November 14th. It has been a busy couple of weeks since our Halloween special, so let's get you caught up. First, here's Emma with your local weather.
Well, this week, we'll definitely be feeling the cold weather. Temperatures will be in the high 30s and low 40s, and we shouldn't see a lot of precipitation yet. If predictions are correct, though, this winter will be shaping up to be a doozy, and we should definitely be digging out our winter coats and snow boots because we may see measurable snow before you know it.
We have a lot of birthdays to cover this week, so let's get into it. Last week we had birthdays from Madison H., Charisma G., Carson F., Mason M., Cody S., Samuel N., Gianni W., Elizaveta S., Jazzy B., Akira H., Max B., Corbin H., Liam T., Parker R., and Mason A. Tomorrow, sing a birthday song to Keyshawn T. Later in the week, give some birthday wishes to Yuzuri W., Ella S., Jack B., Frankie S., Ella B., Alexander A., and Triton B. Happy birthday, Kingsley! Back to you, Emma.
Here are this week's lunches. Today is a grilled cheese sandwich. Tuesday is chicken burrito with queso blanco. Wednesday, lasagna roll-up with garlic and cheese bread. Thursday is snickerdoodle, cookie, and dried cranberries with all lunches. Chicken nuggets with dinner rolls. Friday is mini waffle, turkey, sausage, patty.
Here's your weekly sports update. While the Kingsley 8th grade girls basketball team continues to dominate their opponents, this week they beat Evans Junior High by a score of 58-7 and Bloomington Junior High by a score of 48-15. Wow. Keep up the good work, girls. On Tuesday, they also celebrated 8th grade night. Parents shed bittersweet tears as they celebrated their accomplishments. 7th grade girls also continued their winning record by beating Bloomington Junior High by a score of 38-7, but fell in a close match against their Evans with a score of 23-18. Tonight, the girls travel to Prairie Central to play. On Tuesday, they face Washington and Newman Gym. Go Kingsley girls. The Kingsley boys had their first game last Thursday versus Bloomington. Tonight, they play Champaign Jefferson. Later in the week, they travel to Corpus Christi and Lincoln. Go Kingsley boys. Volleyball tryouts will also be happening at the end of this month. If you are interested, please see the flyer on What's Kicking Kingsley board, or contact Miss Quackenbush for 7th grade or Miss Heidenman for 8th grade. Wrestling open mats are still happening Tuesday and Thursday, 4 to 5:30. The wrestling season will begin the Monday after Thanksgiving, so make sure to start coming to Open Mat KJ.
Hello, Kingsley, and welcome to Riley's Corner. My first talking point is ILMEA. This Saturday, students selected for course ILMEA will perform at Olivet Nazarene University. Students will work with professionals and learn new skills to add to their repertoire. The following students will represent Kingsley at ILMEA this weekend: Jordan Buckner, Eddie Cole, Ella Drake, Mary Kate Crush, Davey Livesay, Brooke Petrowski, Eleanor Smith, Leo Vargas Steinbacher, Haley Watson, and Mackenzie Ferguson. Congratulations, Kingsley Singers. Chess Club will also met for the first time last Thursday. Meetings will be held from November through March. If you are interested, please see the flyers posted on the What's Kickin' Kingsley boards. You can also scan the QR code to register for the club. Checkmate! The speech and debate team also had a competition. Here's the Kingsley competitive speech team, including moi.
Good morning, Kingsley. I'm Mindy Leverton, and I am the speech and debate team sponsor here at KJHS. And I'd like to introduce you to our KJHS speech team competitors. They are...
Hi, I'm Kenzie Wegerson.
I'm Riley Park.
I'm Claire Delahunt.
I'm Tiffany Donwick. And missing today is Brian Woo woo, Brian. All right. We are so fortunate as a team. We went to Pontiac on Friday night and each member of the team was a first place medal winner, bringing home 11 first place medals for Kingsley. They did an awesome job. Make sure if you see them in the hall, you let them know how proud you are that they represent Kingsley.
Great job, Kingsley. FCA also had a meeting recently, and Mr. Harris and Miss Snyder in this group have created a message for us about their club.
Good morning, everyone. I am Mr. Harris.
And I'm Ms. Snyder.
And we are the FCA sponsors.
FCA stands for Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
And here are a few of our leaders to let you know more about it.
We are all one big family in Christ at FCA, but everyone is invited and welcome to come. To be encouraged, learn more about Christ, and grow closer with God.
We learn more and more every day with our conversations and devotions.
It can help you figure out what's going on in your own life and learn more from others' experiences.
Our FCA huddle meets in Aaron's gym every Wednesday at 8 a.m. We also do an event every semester.
This month's service project is called the Samaritan's Purse, where we will pack shoeboxes for people in need all over the world and have a good time.
To some, it may just be a shoebox. But to millions, it is the start of the greatest journey. Traveling the world, sent with prayer. Shoebox gifts fill the hearts of children from over 100 different countries with hope, faith, and love. This is the story of Operation Christmas Child.
Samaritan's Purse is on Friday, November 18th from 6 to 8:30 in the cafeteria. We will be having dinner, bonding with everyone while packing shoeboxes, and fun activities.
All Kingsley students and staff are welcome to join and make donations. We hope to see you there.
Students and staff, all you need is a permission slip, which includes donation info from the office or from Mr. Harris's room in room 110. All permission slips and donations are due next Wednesday, November 16th.
See you there!
Last Friday was Veterans Day. First referred to as Armistice Day, the holiday was set as a remembrance to unknown soldiers in wars. Following World War II, the holiday became known as Veterans Day and celebrated all those veterans of wars. Kingsley has many families with members that have served in our military. The following is a list of these individuals. Oh, so grateful for your service. Wendell Enliker, Air Force Sergeant, 4 years of service. Jerry Kruger Arnold, Army Specialist, 12 years of service. Alex J. Barlica, United States Air Force Lieutenant Colonel, rank 5, 21 years of service. Terry Bogner, Army, 2 years of service. William Border, Marine Corps Sergeant, 2001 to 2005. Nick Capodice, Army Sergeant, 1941 to 1945. W. Scott Fulton, Marine Sergeant, 1974 to 1980. Adam Gillespie, Army 6 Staff Sergeant Infantry, 2001 to 2015. Jim Glimore, Army E4 Specialist, 1970 to 1974. Shaden Graves Locker, Army, 2006 to 2019. Thomas Griffin, Marines, 1996 to 2004. Andy Grabato, Illinois Air National Guard Captain, C-130 Airlift Pilot, 1992 to 2007. Larry Hakes, Army Specialist, 4th Class, Vietnam, 1968 to 1970. Roger Harbison, Navy, 4 years of service. Edward Hart, Army, 1951 to 1953. Andrew Hegla, Marine Sergeant, 5 years of service. David Hughes, Army Corporal, 1942 to 1944. Trent Johnson, Army Active Duty Staff Sergeant, Army, 6 years, Army National Guard, 7 years, currently deployed to Africa. Takala Carr, U.S. Army Reserves E-4 Specialist, 10 years of service. Reynold Landry, Army, 1943 to 1945, helped to liberate France from the Nazi occupation. Justin Langford, Army Combat Engineer Specialist, E4 3.5 years of service. David Lair, Army Reserve Command Sergeant Major, 32 years of service. Tommy Lair, Army ROTC Cadet, 1 year of service. Jason Lingo, Army National Guard Sergeant, 6 years of service. Maverick Lloyd's great uncles, Larry Larkin, Sergeant from 1951 to 1955 and served in the Korean War. Bob Larkin, he was a sergeant from 1954 to 1958, stationed in Japan. Mike Larkin, B-47 bomber pilot, 1956 to 1962, served in Japan. Jerry Larkin, A-1C, 1961 to 1964, served in Anchorage, Alaska. Rich Larkin, 1961 to 1964, served in Fairbanks, Alaska. Tom Larkin, Sergeant from 1963 to 1971 and served in the Vietnam War. Chris Marvin, Army Aviation Black Hawk pilot, captain, retired, 7 years of service. Michael Marvin, Army Aviation Full Bird Colonel, 36 years of service. Kenneth McCall, National Guard Sergeant Recruiter. Randy Miller, Army Military Policeman Sergeant E5, 7 years of service. Chad Moore, Marine Corps, 5 years of service. David K. Owens, Army Sergeant, served in Vietnam. Dr. Corey Patterson, Navy Petty Officer First Class, 1995 to 2001. Jose T. Perez, U.S. Army Master Sergeant, 22 years of service. Katie Phillips, U.S. Army National Guard, Sergeant from 1998 to 2007. Leo F. Reeves, U.S. Navy Boilermaker, 3rd Class, 1994 to 1946. Mark Rees, Marine Corps Corporal, Military Policy Officer from 1996 to 2000. Caitlin Sealing, Army Active Duty Specialist, 4 years of service. Matthew Sealing, Army Active Duty Staff Sergeant, 11 years of service. Paul Tremblay, Army D-Day Invasion. Roger Wagers, Army Sergeant E5, 1968 to 1971. Greg Wieland, Navy ET-2 Nuclear, 1983 to 1989. Richard Worcester, Navy Petty Officer, 3rd Class, 1966 to 1972. Gary Yokoso, Army Military Police from 1969 to 1972. Frank Yotze, Army Air Force Tech Sergeant, 4 years of service, earned a Purple Heart Award. Happy Veterans Day, Kingsley, and happy day.
Hi Kingsley, Mrs. Dobson here. This past Tuesday, we didn't have school because it was election day. I wanted to share results from the KJ election and show you how it compared to how our community voted. For the U.S. Senate, 59% of the KJ student body voted for Tammy Duckworth. Illinois voted to re-elect Tammy Duckworth. For governor, 59% of the KJ student body voted for J.B. Pritzker. Illinois voted to re-elect J.B. Pritzker. For Attorney General, 50.9% of the KJ student body voted to elect Kwame Raoul. Illinois voted to re-elect Kwame Raoul. For Secretary of State, 46.9% of the KJ student body voted to elect Dan Brady. Illinois voted to elect Alexi Janulius. For Comptroller, 50.6% of the KJ student body voted for Susana Mendoza. Illinois voted to re-elect Susana Mendoza. For Treasurer, 47.9% of the KJ student body voted to elect Michael Frerick. Illinois voted to re-elect Michael Frerick. For Representative in Congress for the 17th District, 52.4% of the KJ student body voted to elect Eric Sorensen. Illinois voted to elect Eric Sorensen. For State Senator for the 46th Legislative District, 54.9% of the KJ student body voted to elect Desi Anderson. Illinois voted to re-elect David Kohler. For Representative in the Illinois General Assembly 91st Representative District, 55.4% of the KJ student body voted to elect Sharon Chung. Illinois voted to elect Sharon Chung. In regards to the Unit 5 referendum, 56.4% of the KJ student body voted yes on the referendum. The community voted no on the referendum. These were some of the measures Illinoisans voted for on Tuesday. I hope you found this informational.
Hello, Kingsley Junior High. Are you a student interested in STEM?
Bit by Bit is the latest club that you can be involved in to foster your interest in technology.
With mentors from the high school level, you can learn programming with block-based coding, Python, and more.
Learn your program, compete in participation, create your own programs, and network with peers from other middle schools.
By participating in competitions, not only can you learn, but you can also earn cash prizes.
Join us on November 17th in room 901 from 4 to 5 for our first meeting.
Happy week at school, Kingsley! My cotton candy.